Hey y'all, what's going on? I had a couple questions on what I do for my rotation and, just if I could give some tips and stuff. So I figured I would make a little video about it. All right, so tip number one will be about the rotation. And, okay, so very, very helpful little tip too. What you're gonna want to do, it doesn't really matter where exactly, you can put it here, you can put it here. But you want your puppet like in the middle of the map because it will make all of the newts just kind of like walk towards it, right? And that's important for a couple of reasons. One, this third level right here um, is actually sloped downwards, as you can see, right? And your magnet bolt will be here-ish, right? I'll do that in a second, but your magnet bolt will be here-ish, and the newts are going to have to walk to the right to actually get picked up by your magnet bolt. So if you have the puppet on the right of this platform, then the newts will walk to the right automatically. They'll also make sure all of them are grouped for you, because all of the ones simply walk towards it, and it just ease of life, very very quality of life kind of thing. But so keep your puppet right about here. The other use for it is that on this third platform, you have to be on the platform to hit this furthest newt back here, right? You have to be on the platform to be able to hit him. You can't hit him out here. You could maybe hit it if you're like just right there, but just for again quality of life, make your life easier while you're doing this rotation. Just simply land right here, jump down, and try to stick in a straight line with your puppet. Right. Tip number two will be about your gravity arrow magnet bolt. I always mix up the name of it. Your magnet bolt placement. So if you can see to the left of me, there is this little spike, little icicle coming down, little stalactite. And it has a curve that goes to the right up until about right here, and then it starts to straighten out, kind of curve a little bit to the left. You want to be a little bit below that, right? So this would probably be too high. You want to make sure that your character is just a little bit below. I'll just throw it here. Why not? And as you can see, it hits all of the ones up top here. All six of the top ones will kill those eggs. And if your puppet is in the right spot, then all of these newts up here will also continue to walk to the right, and they will get picked up into your magnetic bolt. It just depends, I don't know. They'll happen eventually. If they walk a far distance, just don't worry about it, right? Your only job is to clear the eggs, which again, land right here, shoot once or twice, however many times you gotta shoot, and you'll kill the eggs. And so the last little tip that I have is during your rotation, you will be vastly ignoring this whole area of the map because it's just, there's no point in walking over here. You can hit all the way to the left and all the way to the right, again, from, exactly right here. So there's no point in really going over to the left or to the right. And in fact, going over to the left kind of wastes time and you can mess up your rotation. However, what you can do is, so you clear, you would do your normal clear, come up here, you clear this, but you jump down from here. And again, another use of the puppet, as long as your puppet is over here, all of the mobs will have walked to the right. Right? Alright, hold on. Let me get all the newts out. Alright, so there's a couple on the left right now. So if I were to do my little jump rotation over here, by the time I come down and I can collect all this stuff over here, those newts are to the right of me. Right? And then you can just continue your rotation. You really don't lose any time or XP or anything like that, but you can collect your items. A lot of the time on these rotations, you have to like maximize the XP and it minimizes your meso. So I just thought that was a cool little tip to include. And so I guess I will show you, you know, a little bit of the rotation, and we'll call it a day. So again, what I like to do is stick puppet down. I got grab arrow for a couple minutes. We got like buffs going. All right, so left, right, right, left, through the eggs, jump back down. I like to clear middle first, and then jump bottom. And then by the time you get there, usually your stuff will be back. I kind of keep puppet like just generally towards the middle, because I'm pretty used to where I need to jump. But again, you know, it's pretty helpful to keep it exactly in a line with where you need to go, because then you don't need to think about it. But yeah, the rotation is really fairly simple. I totally missed some on the left, but the rotation is fairly simple. You just left, right, left, and wait for these to spawn, kill those. I think that there's probably like some sort of rotation that you could do that would make it slightly simpler. Just ever so slightly more simple. But, you know, this works. It's tried and true. It makes, you know, 220 mil an hour roughly if you do it right. And, yeah. All you gotta do is kill, you know, 95% or so of monsters that spawn, and your tracker will be pumping. So that's my tips and tricks. Not much else to it, really. You know, you just kind of kill stuff. I'm just out of one-shot range right now, which is a little unfortunate, because this demonstration would look way cooler if I was like one-shot and everything. But for demonstration purposes, you know, you guys understand the gist of what's going on. So anyway, I will catch y'all in the next one, because I think my next cook will probably be, I'm gonna try to lab something for early bowmasters, because it seems right now the early bowmasters really lack in like a good place to go for XP. So I think I'm gonna try to figure out a good rotation for bowmaster. So thanks for watching, y'all, and you know, follow the YouTube, like and subscribe, go to the Twitch, do all that stuff. Love you guys. Have a great day. Catch you in the next one.